As a nurse, Victorino Chua should have been helping his patients. Instead, he was harming them. He murdered 2 patients, 44-year-old mum of 2 Tracy Arden and 83-year-old Derek Weaver, whose family are still traumatised by what they saw.
That vision will never, ever escape. It's just to see him convulsing so violently, and the first thing you notice, his eyes, balls were in the back of his head, and he was absolutely wringing wet, and I tried to hold his hand between the convulsing and he nearly broke it. He was in a sort of cot situation in the bed, and nobody seemed to be paying any attention. Pure hatred, really.
It is, yes, definitely.
Yeah. I can't say I forgive him like some wonderful people could say, but I couldn't.
This was Chua filmed on CCTV inside Stepping Hill Hospital. He secretly contaminated saline products with insulin, poisoning another 20 patients. One was Linda McDonough, who was already terminally ill. Her daughters say he stole some of the little time they had left with her.
You want to protect your family, don't you? And especially your mum. Yeah. You do. You don't want anything. You don't want to think anything bad will happen to them. Yeah. Massive gap that never gets any smaller. And having children yourself, it's your worst nightmare to leave them.
The poisoning took place on 2 wards off this corridor. Both were used to treat elderly patients with complex needs. Victorino Chua pretended to care for them while trying to kill. At his home, detectives found a letter. In it he wrote, "There's a devil in me." He said he was an angel turned into an evil person, and described his letter as the bitter nurse confession.
You were the only person caring for at this time. Did you poison? No comment.
When interviewed, Chua refused to tell police why his patients were dying.
Most of the murders that we deal with effectively occur in a single moment. So whether it's a shooting, a stabbing, it's a single moment, and we investigate around that moment. In this case, there was no single moment. So what that meant was a fine, detailed examination of everything that happened in that 2-week period.
Why Victorino Chua did what he did is still a mystery. But after 4 years, his victims' families finally have justice.